it's just your worst nightmare. And for it to happen on Mother's Day, our lives will never be the same. Mother's Day will never be the same. I will never forget the screams of my partner that morning and our kids. I'll never forget that. That will haunt me for the rest of my life.
Do you want to say anything about Kaea? Do you want to say anything? Are you sure?
And he has a big heart.
For Kim and Ren and Kaea's little brother Ihaya, it's a torment that began at a party here in the suburb of Onekawa, Napier. Their son Kaea, just weeks before his 16th birthday, had come to a party.
That day he did spend a lot of time with us and his brothers, and then he got himself all cleaned up and...
Cleaned his room.
Yeah, cleaned his room, which we knew was a dead giveaway. He wanted to go out somewhere.
Yeah.
And then...
he asked to go to a party, eh?
Yeah, he asked us, because he was just starting to open up to us about what he wanted to do as a teenage boy, and we encouraged it. Son, if you want to go out and do things with your friends or have a few drinks, we know we're not silly, you're a teenage boy. Rather than you sneak around behind our back, we want to know what's going on. So he started to come out to us and open up. I had a bit of an argument with him the night he left, because I didn't want him to go. And anyway, long story short, he ended up going, and he came to the door and said goodbye to me. Because I was angry, I didn't want him to go. I didn't say anything, but his brother said, see ya. But I just wish I had said goodbye. I told him I loved him, because if I knew that was the last time I was going to see him, I would have hugged him and said, I love you, son.
At around 3 a.m. on May the 11th, police responded to complaints of disorder and found Kaea critically injured after being attacked and stabbed. He died at the scene after ambulance crews battled to save Kim and Ren's beloved eldest son.
Firstly, thank you both for letting us come to your whare today. Appreciate it's been a really difficult month for you both, especially with your son being in the media and all the kōrero out there. So I just thought it's important for everyone in Aotearoa to know what Kaea was like. So can you just tell me what kind of man he was?
He was a boy with a big heart. Big heart, a lot of pride in who he was.
Loved his nannies.
Loved his nannies, loved his whānau, and he was not shy in showing that. He was confident in himself. He was 6'2", 6'3", handsome, and a good sports player. Academically he did amazing.
Our son was quite creative. He was quite artistic and had a big imagination, and he aspired to use those talents.
Kia ora, what now? My name is Kaea and I'm 11 and I'm from Napier. I've been drawing since I was around 4 or 5. I like drawing because it's my talent and I like being creative. I play for the Pirates and I've been playing for them for 5 years.
He achieved so much in his 15 years, more than I ever did or ever have in my life.
Kaea's room is how we left it, a room full of big dreams and promise of a stellar rugby career.
It's all right.
Remember rugby and the weekends.
He loves you, okay? been a nightmare. It's been a nightmare.
We're living a nightmare.
It's just every day. It's the grief, guilt, anger. It just follows you around like a shadow, and just can be the littlest thing. Just sets it all off. But it's constantly, for me, it's constantly running over in my head his last moments and that nightmare and what he went through.
On his own.
Just, it's hard to put into words. You just can't sleep, can't eat properly. Our babies crying every day, you know, just they go in his room, they sit down and they cry. We all do. And just visiting him every day, it's just not the same, you know. It's just, a nightmare that never goes away.
Kaea was honoured by the two schools he attended, Napier Boys and Hastings Boys. The community is still in shock.
Obviously, because of sadly a recent tragedy of one of our Hawke's Bay boys, obviously went to Akine, and obviously Napier Boys, we decided to bring in a new cup as well to play for. So we've got 2 cups to play for, and before we present this one, I'll just get Ren to talk to the Kaea Karauria Cup.
Kia ora everybody. This cup was created on behalf of my son, which a lot of you would know, Kaea Karauria, who was tragically taken from us just about 3 weeks ago.
But what's making the pain even more unbearable is that a full month on, no one has fronted to the police about who was responsible. Around 50 people attended that fateful party, but no confession, no prime suspect.
Some of the stuff that I've received and how whānau's received about his last day, his last moments, will just be with me for the rest of my life and play in my head every second of every day. And it's just combined with anger and guilt and just grief for what our boy had to go through. And knowing that there was so many people around when it happened and nobody helped them, it's upsetting. We lost faith in our community when that happened. We were angry and wanted to burn the world down. But the actions from the wider community and our clubs and schools have given us faith that there are still good people out there.
Good people, like here at the game to honour Kaea at the weekend. But well away from this, Renan can feel betrayed by others who they claim are stymieing police inquiries and intimidating potential witnesses.
We've been made aware that there are death threats going around to people with information, which is sad. We just want those people to know that, you know, these cowards that are hiding in the shadows and sending death threats, don't be afraid of them. You've got to do the right thing, and there's a lot more of us in the community that are willing to get behind them and support them and help them to come forward with the truth and there is of them. It's only a small group of our community that have done this to him and that are making those threats, and there's a lot more of us.
In the days and weeks since Kaea's death, there's been no shortage of talk over who might have been involved.
There were some misconceptions that our son was gang affiliated, or that we were a whānau that was gang affiliated. I mean, we're going to be honest, we're Māori here, we've got whānau that are in different gangs, but that doesn't mean that we're affiliated. We never have been. Our son never was. There were some photos that sort of went around that were taken out of context to try and portray that he was gang affiliated, but he was just a teenage boy trying to fit into whatever area he was at the time, not realising the seriousness or how that can be construed.
But even if there were gang affiliations, which there weren't, Ren says that's not the point.
Even if that was the case, and we were gang affiliated and my son was affiliated, it doesn't make it right. You know, it doesn't mean that he deserved to be taken away from us like this. That's just a cop-out.
The urupa where they laid Kaea to rest, they come here every day to reflect and remember. There's no bringing Kaea back, they know that, but there is still the need for justice. They need someone to come forward to help with that.
What would it mean for you for someone to come forward?
It will bring justice for him. He deserves that. We might be able to go back out into our community and feel safer. Might be able to get more rest and start to heal.
Just if you got any information, no matter how big or small you might think it is, just to reach out to the police directly, preferably, and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of cowards who hide in the shadows and send messages. You know, do the right thing, and otherwise you're going to have to carry that for the rest of your life. And you shouldn't have to carry something for somebody else. Just come forward and let the truth, you know, set you free.
Ka rehe kupu. By running tonight's story, we too join the Karauria whānau in asking anyone who knows anything to be brave, to step up, do the right thing and talk to someone. Make a report online to the police by calling 105, quote the reference number below. Footage can also be uploaded online and information can also be provided anonymously to Crime Stoppers, 0800 555 111. Or you can DM or email us and we will pass it on.